So yeah, I actually love life being in a wheelchair. So as you know, it is Spina Bifida month. So I'm going to talk about my disability a little bit, but I'm not going to talk about, the statistics and everything. I've got so many videos on that I don't really think it's necessary. But I just want to talk about my life experience with Spina Bifida. So uh, when I was born, the the doctors and my mom didn't actually know that I had spina bifida. I was born in 1981, and my mom didn't get any ultrasounds, and she probably should have, but complete shock at birth, and the doctors basically told my mom, do you want this baby or not? And she said that she heard me cry and said, yeah, let's save him. And I was in the Provo hospital maybe for I think like at least 24 hours, maybe even 2 days before they decided to ship me off to Primary Children's Hospital in Salt Lake. And so it was there that I had doctors who were able to operate on me, and they took one look at me and they were like, "What the heck did they do to this baby?" like Provo Hospital did not take care of me very well. So yeah, that's kind of my backstory. And growing up, I've had like around 30 surgeries, and they can be tough sometimes, but I get pretty used to it. So yeah. So anyway, that's a little bit of my backstory. Um, but I just want to say, I'm okay with the fact that I'm in a wheelchair. I used to be on crutches till I was 11, and then as you get older, it gets harder to support that body weight on your arms. So yeah, I actually love life being in a wheelchair and having spina bifida. Now, with that said, I'm not saying that it's easy. I'm not saying that I don't have trials and complications. I do. Sometimes I'll get ill from this or that, or I'll have to have surgery. But, I try to maintain as much of a normal life as possible. And I think I do pretty well. I live on my own. I shop on my own, and I go wherever I want. I don't drive currently, so I use public transportation, take bus or train. But I used to have a car, and I had like one of those sticks, those metal rods that goes down to the gas and the brake, and so um, yeah, it was drivable. So yeah, I'm pretty independent, and I just, I do things my way. So sometimes there are things that show up like stairs and there's no elevator, and so sometimes I'll need help, but most of the time I do things pretty much on my own. Um, a lot of times, being with a disability will require me to, I guess, think out think outside the box. And so for me, say for example, I'm like at a grocery store, so I'll go over there, and if something's high on a shelf, I'll either ask somebody, or if nobody's around, I might go ahead and like find a long stick type object and just kind of knock it down and catch it, as long as it's not glass. I wouldn't be too risky, but you know what I mean. So like sometimes you just got to improvise, and I think that's just a big part of my journey is improvising and thinking outside the box to overcome those types of obstacles that I have. And of course, it takes positive attitude as well. And so, it's not an easy thing to master, but I do work on that. Um, and yeah, it's just a big part of my life to be able to have these challenges and try to work around them on a daily basis. But I do live a pretty normal life, and I've done a lot of amazing things despite the fact of my disability. One of the things that I'm pretty known for, obviously, is YouTube. I'm out here uh, doing what I love doing, vlogging for you guys, talking to you guys one on one, and just having these personal type conversations. And, I meet a lot of amazing people and interesting people. Um, a lot of I'm friends with a lot of big YouTubers around here. And that's just part of what I do, and it's part of my work too. You know, I'll do behind the scenes vlogs for some people and that kind of nature. But yeah, I've done some pretty amazing things. I've even been to Arches National Park in my wheelchair. That's a story for another time. But yeah, it's been a pretty amazing journey so far. So yeah, it's just kind of what I do, you know. Another cool thing about being in a wheelchair is I get to do wheelchair tricks, you know, wheelies and wheelie spins and uh, jumps, and I can jump stairs and curbs and things like that. So it's pretty fun. But yeah, I don't resent my life for being disabled, being in a wheelchair. Um, I love my life. I work hard to make the best of it, even though it's not always easy. So just thought I'd share that with you guys. It is Spina Bifida month, and I wanted you guys to get to know a little bit more about me with my Spina Bifida challenges and triumphs. It's kind of part of what this channel is all about anyway. So yeah, it's about time you guys heard kind of my backstory. So just wanted you guys to know. One time I was doing a wheelie and Alright guys, this is the time again. If you liked the video, thumbs it up, share it. Would be appreciated. If you're new, please subscribe. I do 3 videos a week, so yeah. Anyway, tell me in the comments below, do you know somebody with Spina Bifida? I want to know. Thanks for watching, guys. I will talk to you next vlog.